Assemblymember Waldron, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Science and studies are one thing, but the reality is definitely another, especially when we come to implementation. When you think about the concept of time, it's man-made. By nature, we were made to sleep when it was dark and get up when it was light. So, you know, we can talk about the studies and debate that, but this bill applies to middle school and high school students. So we've got quite a few parents who have elementary students and middle school students, or elementary students and high school students. There's a lot of schools that are K all the way to 12 on one campus. So we could potentially have schools starting at different times on the same campus. Having an elementary student and a high school student really means that high school student is still going to be getting up at the same time they get up now. They're going to be getting up at 6 o'clock or 6:30 because they have to be dropped off by 8 so that the elementary school student can get there too. So it's not going to let them sleep. You can make the start time be 9, but the kids are still going to be up at 6. It doesn't matter because that's the reality of implementation. We're talking about age 11 and 12 up to 18. So kids have to be driven to school. My son's a junior. 80% of the kids still don't have driver's licenses at age 16, and most of them still don't have driver's licenses at age 18, so the parents are dropping them off. Parents have to drive them, and some to multiple schools. So we have a middle school campus over here, we have a high school campus over here, we have an elementary. So they're driving them, and the kids are still getting up at 6. So it really doesn't matter if you push the start time till later. The other thing that I'm thinking as a sidebar is that they have a ton of homework to do. This bill will also shift the end day later. So kids, you know, in the winter are going to be getting out when it's close to dark. Their sports will be affected. If they're, you know, on a school soccer team or something like that, it'll be almost dark by the time they even get out of school. They've got a ton of homework to do. As it is, kids are doing homework at 10 o'clock at night. I think if they taught them in school and had less homework at night, they can actually do their sports, do a little bit of homework, and get to bed, you know, by 9, which is how it should be. I know a lot of people have to pay someone to pick their kids up because they're at work at 3 o'clock when the school gets out. Now they're going to have to pay someone to drop their kids off in the morning. The other thing is the school is going to have to pay, hopefully, people who have been checked out their backgrounds, who are going to be supervising kids with nothing to do for up to an hour waiting around at school because the parents dropped them off at 7:30 and school won't start till 8:30. So as I'm saying, they still get up at the same time. I think the implementation is just not going to work. So I urge a no vote. It's a burden on the parents.